The original Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is widely regarded as one of the best platformers ever made. First releasing in November 1992, it became famous for its colourful world and characters, tight controls, great level design, and high-speed movement. It was so fast, in fact, that the screen literally couldn't keep up with you at several points in the game. As any Sonic fan will know though, Sonic only went downhill after his 2D outings, as he struggled to enter the 3D world in the same way his rival, Super Mario, did. However, one great thing about Sega and the Sonic development team is they encourage fan games and modding. Maybe to actually have good Sonic games release, who knows? The most recent high-profile example is Sonic Mania, a game purely made by developers from the Sonic fan game community. Some of the developers that worked on this came from one of the best fan remakes I've ever seen, Sonic 2 HD. Now, first off, I'll bring you the bad news. The game has been in development for about 10 or more years at this point. Originally, it released a demo in May 2012, but due to a poorly coded engine and issues with the lead programmer, the project literally had to start over from scratch soon after it was released. The project is finally starting to move forward again though, with the latest demo releasing in September 2017, consisting of 3 zones or 6 acts, which is the one this video is based on. So there isn't too much to talk about here in terms of a full game, but what has been done so far really shows what an incredible final version this is going to be. Consisting of Emerald Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, and Hilltop Zone, every single detail, including the music, has been completely remade in a beautiful cartoon style. Backgrounds are full of bold colours and lots of detail. Take Hilltop Zone for example, where you can see flower petals move in the wind, cracks appear on the mountains in the distance, and ropes hang in the wind with a realistic motion. Check out Sonic 2's version of this level for a really good comparison. I love the old Sonic sprite animation, don't get me wrong, but this cartoony look is such a good modern look for Sonic's world, and I would be happy for this style to be used in a new game. There is dozens of tiny details you wouldn't expect to see in this sort of art style. Trees blow in the wind with multiple layers, giving them a 3D look. Chemical Plant has multiple tanks filled with multicolored chemicals that bubble in the background. And the clouds? Well, I never thought I'd say this about a game, but those are some crazy detailed clouds. The backgrounds have been kept very close to the originals, with Chemical Plant seeing probably the most change, adding extra buildings, layers, and colours to the background to make each section much more distinctive and detailed. Lighting and foreground objects have had a lot of attention paid to them as well, with Emerald Hill's background ocean really standing out with mirror sheen reflections of the clouds and islands above it. When you enter underground sections, caves, or tunnels, everything becomes darker and shadowed to show that you're inside. Lava glows against objects and characters, flowers glow in the sun and release pollen, and TV boxes get static and distort the picture much more smoothly than the original. It's a very subtle change, but that's what a lot of the changes are here, all adding up to make something truly special in its design. Throughout development, the team posts about the animations and designs for each character on their Facebook and website, which I will link in the description below. And these animations put some full release titles to shame. Sonic and Tails have expertly designed character models. Sonic's shoes and body have a shine to them, reflecting the light of the world, and his design is ultimately created to match the box art that was on the original game. Tails is also the same. His features and character model are updated to make him look more like his box art version. What is ultimately the standout to the graphical update for this game though is the animations. There is so many little details that may have been present in the original, but just look amazing in this new style. Tails' twin tails move with fluid motion, and even at top speed, they don't become a solid blur like they used to. His hair blows in the wind, and his facial expressions are full of character. The best piece of animation for both characters is when they get caught by the grabber enemy. Sonic tries to force his way out, his face stretching as he tries to wriggle away. Tails, on the other hand, has a sheer look of panic and just starts to cry. It's horrible, but also kind of adorable. Little animations like this are peppered throughout the demo, with another highlight being Sonic's new top speed animation, where he looks like he did in the Sonic cartoons from the late 90s. And the end of level animations really show off what this development team can do, with Tails flipping into the air and flying on the spot, and Sonic spinning his feet at top speed. There is just so much attention to detail, I could go on for ages just on this small demo. Enemies are also fully redesigned, including the mustachioed villain, Dr. Robotnik, whose glasses shatter when his latest contraption is exploding, and his mustache blows majestically through the breeze. The beautiful artwork is complemented by truly amazing renditions of the original themes to each zone. Each act has a slight variation of the main theme as well, just to change it up that little bit more often. Each song is faithfully recreated with more modern synths and instruments, adding extra flair, bass, and layers to each song. It's also incredibly well mixed, allowing you to hear every single instrument and pick apart the different beats. Chemical Plant Zone adds in extra techno sounds and synths, helping to add more depth to the theme. Emerald Hill sticks more closely to the original, not really adding more layers, but making each layer much more distinct and defined. My favourite theme though has to be Hilltop Zone, which uses a catchy jazz theme, implementing saxophone, slap bass and jazz organ just to really make the theme pop. Each instrument gets its time to shine as well. Just listen for yourself. Shorter jingles like the invincibility in the title screen are fully remade, and the end credits music is also beautifully done. So, that's most of the new stuff in this demo, but what about the stuff you want to stay the same? Well, the team has perfectly recreated the speed, physics, and controls of the original, but updating them to match 60 frames per second, and to feel even more reactive than they did before. Sadly, Tails hasn't been given the ability to fly, hopefully this will be added, and after playing Sonic Mania, I would love to see the drop dash make an optional appearance. But for a completely faithful recreation of Sonic 2, the developers have not missed a beat. Not only matching the original sense of speed and fun, but improving on it as well. The most recent update on the project was through the developers' website on May 2nd, 2018. There is not really a sign of a full release anytime soon. But if you look at all the incredible work this team is doing to make this the perfect game, I am happy to wait as long as it takes. I played the original demo of this game where the development team was different, and I can safely say the team has vastly improved on their previous work. Fingers crossed for a release within the next year, but as long as this fan remake gets the time and attention this team is clearly giving it, then they can take as long as they want to finish it. Thank you all for watching. My name is Phil. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to keep up to date with Sonic 2HD and support the developers, I have linked their website and Facebook page in the description below, along with a link to where you can download the latest demo. If you're a fan of the Sonic series, you will not be disappointed. For more videos, please like, share and subscribe to the Pixel Tavern, and you can check out more of my videos on screen now. Until the next video guys, thank you very much for watching.